same but different this video, because what we did last weekend, 6 of us all took ourselves around the MCN 250 route. The MCN is Motorcycle News. It's a great English motorbike newspaper. They do a 250 mile test route around the middle of England and happens to be quite close to where we live, so if you don't buy their newspaper then do, because it's a great read, and hopefully they won't mind us borrowing their route for this video. The 6 of us took the 250 mile route. We did all of the route apart from the very end of it, because we decided we want to camp over and had a good old natter about what had happened during the day. So you'll find this video is actually pretty much most of our conversation interspersed with a ride around the usual rubbish, people up to their normal selves, and I hope you enjoy it. You're riding?
Yes, well I'm Dave, and
really? We didn't know
I
that.
do nothing. No, I've retired, so I do nothing, and I've just come along for the ride.
And what's your ride?
GS Adventure. It's the rally version with the TF screen and the blue and white colour.
Screen on theirs?
No.
Oh,
I thought I'd recommend it actually. Get rid of the old analogue stuff.
This is a review film of the GS's.
Yes,
apart from one exception, which we'll come to in a minute.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm semi-retired. And
You're only about 30.
I'm riding a GS Adventure as well, but it's 2014. It's like Dave's original 2014.
I'm Scott. I am a sales director for a software company, and I'm also riding a GS Adventure. I'm riding the bike that Dave had before he spent a lot of money to get a TFT screen.
A ridiculous amount of money. The most expensive upgrade I've ever come across.
Yep.
We'll cover that later.
Indeed.
Hi, I'm Phil. I wish I was Dave.
You don't want to wish you were Dave. Nobody wishes they were Dave.
Well, I wouldn't mind being retired.
Yeah.
I work for a film studios, and I ride a 1200 Adventure 2015, which I upgraded last year.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm hoping to retire soon. I'm actually a property manager. I'm the odd guy out. I'm riding a sports bike, which is a 2005 Fireblade, which I've actually owned from new.
So you're our reference point for this trip.
I am,
you?
yes.
We're going to see if you can walk at the end of the day. This is about 250 miles.
That's rather doubtful. I must admit.
Secondly, the stuff that is on his bike is 0.
Yeah,
so
where are you camping?
So I, being on a GS, have got his tent, his roll mat, his sleeping bag, his pillow.
It's called travelling light.
Good form, good form.
Yeah. And the GS is such a workhorse, it's packing for 2 basically. Yeah. My name's Andy, I'm a Revenue Development Director, I don't know what that means either, and the bike I'm on is a standard GS, it's 2017 exclusive.
Andy's passing comment at the end of, so basically your TFT screen has cost you £5,000.
Yeah, that was pretty
This was the greatest summary I think I've ever had.
And everybody thinks I'm ragging him, I'm not, I'm just being his conscience.
It was a bit late after he's bought it, though, wasn't it?
Trouble is, I mean, you couldn't show Lynn that video without all the costs going up the left-hand side, could you? Because like, I worked out the cost of his Denali lights and all the rest of it.
You don't want to do that.
It's about 900 quid or something stupid. And so I spent 35 quid on mine.
Well, your email that you sent to Jeremy obviously forwarded it to me, and I jotted down all of the bits that I'd put on the bike since I got it. And yeah, I totted up.
You shouldn't do that. No, that's a bad thing to do.
The camera's rolling, Scott.
Oh yeah, the camera's Scott.
Damn.
About 50 quid. Wouldn't it?
Actually, we should set some boundaries. What am I not allowed to
25
put in the
quid. 25 quid from Touratech.
Or from China, didn't you?
If there's stuff I shouldn't put in the video,
No, it's all right.
Just say don't put it in the video. Anyway, we are supposed to be here for a reason. Apparently, we're reviewing our
to do
motorbikes, yeah.
250,
to do the MCN 250. So, okay. What did you think of the route?
The route today, I was really pleased with it. I was great. I thought it was a fantastic roads and everything was good.
That's because you got to go out the back and watch everyone else's mistakes.
Yes, but that's it. I was looking after everybody, you see, at the back, you know, didn't want any to fall by the wayside.
And you did a very good job.
Looking after everybody.
No,
Actually,
it's,
I'm impressed with you, Paul, as well, because you're here and you don't look like you look like you can walk.
I can walk. I'm finding it rather hard to sit down.
I just point out that's not to do with us. That's to do with the bike.
Absolutely superb routes. Both on a sports bike, bit too slow, bit too bumpy.
Slow? That's rude, isn't it?
It wasn't slow at all.
No, there was an awful lot of like.
It means we were going too slow.
Oh, you don't mean we're slow?
No,
It's called a speed limit, Paul.
Oh, that's right. I was going to take my tent back. I was going to go back and pack it up again.
I'll sleep under a bush.
Oh, bless you.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it? Because we've got 2014 to 2018 GS between us, haven't we? Of all variations, GS and GS Venture. So, faultless, all of them today. Okay, I had a flat tyre when I set off, but we got over that. Okay, comfort then. How's the backsides?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
Okay, now you need to bear in mind though, you see, is that Jeremy and I,
sensible enough to put air hawks
We
on
have
our
air
bikes
hawks
today,
on.
Yeah.
Just it. We did have those. I said to Andy on the comms, we did try those out, but I felt that I was moving more on the bike.
too much air.
Yeah, too much air on them. Yeah, you've got to really.
Well, it feels a bit weird. You just keep saying it, I think I need to stop.
He's not farting with confidence.
I think I've just passed a dirty burger.
Yeah, I mean literally, you need very little air in there. It's just enough to.
Because on the 2018 model, the seat is.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Auto massage function.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
It's like a little Thai girl's hands.
Yeah, it is.
Now I could do with one of them on my bike.
Yeah, but
You'd have nowhere to put it.
On a Fireblade, it would be a box set. You'd punch in you.
Actually, I've had 240 miles of that.
That is what I like about the GS though. We've done 250 miles and you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got an air hawk, but I find it very difficult to find that happy medium between too much air in it and too little. So I've got these, I call them thunderpants, or my wife calls them thunderpants, but they're like motor skivvies.
Yeah,
So they're a bit
yeah,
like
the motor
cycling
skivvies,
things.
yeah.
They're like padded pants.
Yeah.
And absolutely comfortable
So
as hell
you've got
today.
a seat that BMW have invested thousands in R&D in,
Yeah.
plus an air hawk, plus thunderpants.
No, I don't.
No, no air hawk.
I didn't bother with the air hawk.
I'm not
okay.
convinced BMW did spend thousands designing their
No.
seats.
Well,
That's one thing where I think they did.
Mind you, they've got a compromise between looking good and being comfortable, haven't they? Because you spent a lot of money on the Sergeant, didn't you?
And don't
How much did you
think
spend
it
on the
comes
Sergeant
down-
seat again?
£4.50 was it from China?
£500-600 weren't they?
Video, Dave.
It's not cheap.
Oh, she's going to know now. Are they still in the roof?
They are the best. They are really good.
Are they still
I
in the
must
roof?
admit. Nice to look at. And
He's not answering your question.
He's not answering
no,
the question, is he?
No.
Are they still in the roof?
Should be a
Are
politician.
they still in the
I was
roof?
going to say UNP.
Oh no, I sold those. I sold them. Then that was because I to sell them because we went down another road of the R1200R.
Oh, we did, yeah.
That was a big
I-
crash. That was. I think
I
that
took-
was
No, I enjoyed it.
crashed and
But I'm
burned.
glad I'm back on the GS.
The nice thing with the standard seat though is the fact that you can adjust. There's 2 points of adjustment. You got the front and the back. So some people find it comfortable to have it low at the back, high at the front.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer it to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Low at the front, high at the back, because then it rolls you forward slightly, like if you're on a sports bike, and it takes the pressure off your tailbone.
Yeah. That's the big difference I've noticed on the new GS compared to the older ones is when you're sat on it, I've got it on the high setting and I'm 6'1" and I'm still flat, both feet flat on the ground. I wasn't on the old one. And I'm not,
really?
No, it's because I think the seat's thinner and it just,
That's the thing that I just noticed, on a GSA is being 5'6.5".
Has anybody got a lowered bike?
It's when I get on an air hawk, there's no chance of me getting both feet down.
Yeah, that's why
Have you?
No.
So nobody's got a lowered bike as well. 'cause
No,
that,
just the standard.
that helps as well. I think you're not
See, I didn't-
dangling over the bike.
See, until you told me, I didn't realise your bike was lowered, because I've seen some lowered bikes when they're for sale on Bike Trader and they look like they're on their belly.
Yeah.
But yours doesn't look like that.
It's, I think
that's the 2018 model.
There you go.
It's the deluxe lowered option.
It gives you a lot of confidence, I think, with a lowered bike. Especially if you have got a short inside leg, it does give you confidence that you can get your feet down, get a little more strength to hold the bike up. So that is,
But again, it's getting used to it though, isn't it? I mean, there's instructors at ORS that are, I mean, there's a girl there who's probably, what, 5'4"? Maximum? And she can ride the rims off that bike. So again, it's just getting used to it.
It's about knowing when you want to stop, which foot you're going to put down in advance of actually getting to that point.
Well, I mean, because I have to say that's one thing I noticed between the old GSA, the 2006 GSA, and the new LC, is I can actually put my feet down. Whereas with the old one, like you say, you put the air.
I would agree with that, because again, we had the same seat. I sold you my seat. And I found the older one higher. When I first bought it, I was really
I had a 2006 GS. It was my first GS, and that was.
I was really teetering on it, and the first time I rode it, I thought, what the hell have I done? Because I felt like I was in a high chair.
We all do that.
Ridiculous.
And I mean, obviously, it comes down to how many, bike hours you put in. I mean, I've been out on the bike since we went to Touratech, so we come to this today, and we do. How many miles we done today?
250. Well, losing the name, Dave.
Probably getting up to 300.
That's got to go in the video.
That's got to go in the video.
Obviously.
Let's see that again because there's a bit of overlap there.
Oh, you can tell you spot the film people.
Take
do it again. Yeah, take two.
I've never, apart from one of your videos, I've never seen Dave moan. But there was one.
I must shave you out.
One where he just went, it's just too bloody far.
The Dave Fan Club sat over here.
That was funny.
The point I was trying to put over is that
But it was
it's
too
not
far.
Too bloody
riding
far.
morning till night, white knuckle and seeing nothing. You've gone through Switzerland and you've seen sod all. Because and people, just because it's on a GS adventure, right, I've got to ride, It's a case of having a good
Ride, because we've done comfort. What about the ride? The actual, handling. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for.
Because of course your bike's different from mine and Jeremy's and
Is that because
yours.
they've got 2018?
Well, he's got 2018, so obviously his handling is superb. That's why he's at the back.
Other than the TFT, I'm not convinced there's a massive difference between my bike and yours.
I do disagree, only because I've ridden them both extensively, and the biggest difference is the fact the bike really does look after itself.
Really?
And you only
which is
notice
the active suspension rather than just having the
Yeah.
programmable.
Rather than setting it to, two up pillion.
It does make it. I did notice going from my triple black to mine, and as I say, my skill in riding is very limited. But even I noticed the difference.
I've noticed the fact.
You
In
said
fact,
earlier.
Jeremy and I were talking about it earlier, weren't we? About the front lifting. The anti-wheelie on the new one is much better. So it's not anti-wheelie, but it just stops that lightness feeling at the front because it levels it up. You don't get any of that lightness.
So it's almost like the self-leveling suspension you get in a car.
And also, it seems to sort itself out when, so the gravel, for example, I hit a couple of those gravel patches right in the middle, right on the corner, and it didn't squirrel much because as soon as it hit, it just sorted itself out and went. And I know on the old one it wouldn't have. It would have given me a bit of a pickle in the pants moment.
He can get both his feet down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's got his pants in a backpack. That's it. I've got his tent, his roll mat, his sleeping bag. And that is actually luggage. GS luggage.
Yeah,
It's
perfect.
What can you not take? Nothing. I've actually got a picture of me. I've got a set of golf clubs across the back of my GS, and I went and played golf.
Well, I have spent an inordinate amount of time refining what I take so that it all fits.
Yeah, see, I know you're saying refining, but what that actually means in GS talk is buying everything and deciding which bits you're going to take.
No, but it's not even just that though, is it? It's not just buying everything.
It's buying it and then passing it on to other people because I've given up on that and I'll buy something.
You want the
quite
next
like that
shiny
bit.
thing. You want the next shiniest thing.
Yeah. Scott's sleeping in my tent using my jet model tonight, or my old ones. I don't know if you've got anything.
As long as you're not wearing his moto skivvies, that's the point. You should draw the line.
Not so much, but I mean, I think what you find is that although we have a lot of space, so for instance, my setup, I have to carry a duffel because I can't sleep on the floor. So So I need the cot, and I've got a Helinox cot which I love.
We sold ours. Yours is in the roof. He doesn't sell anything. He just puts it in the roof.
Stores it.
I cannot wait until he dies because I am going to jump. I'm going to go straight around to his wife and say, "I'll sort out your roof for you, Lynn. Don't worry about it." I'll probably have to read
nice to know your mates are.
Leave to Andy everything in my loft.
Hurrah! But what I find is so my top box I try and keep empty because that's where my beans go. You know, that's the top box.
And your chocolate biscuits.
And my chocolate biscuits and
your chocolate bars.
And your Pringles.
And my Pringles. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's all very important stuff.
It's your larder.
It's my larder.
Yeah,
this is a top box.
Yeah. Hey, it works. But what I mean, literally, when and I've got the pictures to prove it. When I first started doing this, let's say I was taking all the stuff that I needed, but it wasn't necessarily the right stuff. It wasn't small enough. It wasn't black enough. It wasn't, you know. So and then Jeremy came along and he sorted me all out. So now
it's I think it's a big curve. It's a big learning curve. Then
it's not a learning curve. It's just an affliction that we have as GS owners.
But
we just cannot help ourselves.
Hang on, there's a bone of contention here. I think minimalistic.
Right.
When I started going with Andy, I had to get that out of the way.
Oh, we did,
I'm gonna put me
everything we had, we tried to make smaller.
Everything.
No, that was your first trip. But then, do you remember we went? We moved slowly into okay, how little can we take? Well, not how little. How can we do the same stuff but really, really small? So everything became super ultra light. Actually, fair enough. Who here has had sports bikes? That's all of us apart from you, Dave.
I've had cruisers.
In fairness though, did you have sports bikes first? Yeah. So no, I didn't. I had a GS.
I've always been a Harley rider.
I had a GS 650, then a 1200GS. I never got rid of it, but I had a CBR 600RR at the same time. A great bike, but
I was.
It's going to kill me or put me in prison.
Yeah, I was stupid, and the only bikes I wanted were the ones that could go the fastest.
So here we are. This is the lonely life of a sports bike rider. Yeah. You right there, Mr. Wilshire?
Yes, fine, thank you.
Having to fill up. Down to your last 20 miles, weren't you?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, we're not supposed to use phones by pump, am we?
We haven't got a tannoy, so no one will shout at you.
Good day's riding so far?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. Great ride. You know, there's lack of motorways, but I'll put up with it.
I know you want to just get there quick as you can, get a beer.
We've hit a few potholes, haven't we, Paul?
Yes.
And really good. I've enjoyed it.
What's with the ice cream?
Well, I was asked if I wanted an ice cream, and some good buddy just got me this.
How was the sports bike on those roads then, Paul?
Let's just say it's probably not the best bike for those roads. In fact, because someone turned off my kill switch, didn't they?
I can't think you'd do that.
I'm sure it was Andy.
No, it's just Dave's a troublemaker. You know what he's like.
Dave was it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's sex on legs, that is, Paul. So how's the camping going then, guys? You struggling with the...
Honestly, I just wanted to get my beans out, to be honest with you, but...
Yeah, but what about to catch this evening took quite a long time, you know, and then I had to make the plate.
Worst moments on your GS?
Oh, that's an easy one for me, that one. Yeah, Croatia, 2000. Yeah, I know, but it's where the moment took place. 2012 or something like that, with another friend of ours, Dan, on our way out of Croatia, and unbeknown to me, I think my rear shock was on its way out. This is on the old GS, obviously. He's in front of me. He pulls up at a set of traffic lines. I'm coming up fairly fast behind him, and suddenly it's like, I'm doing this. I'm thinking, all I can see is his bike getting closer and closer. I'm thinking, I'm going to hit him. This is really bad. So I did the only thing I could do and just put the thing down. I had the most awesome bruise on my bum, like you would not believe. But the bike, absolutely brilliant. Literally, I skidded down the road, literally pulled up next to him. I was like, hi Dad. So he got off his bike. He was panicking because Warner Brothers was like freaking out over him. And then
that was sound effects on it.
Yeah, so literally I side up next to him. He goes, gets off the bike, lift the bike up, check myself over. I thought, yeah, I'm fine. The bike looks alright. Push the button, it started. Off we went.
So what was wrong with the bike?
Literally all I did was I crunched one of the corners on the panniers, and this is why I like hard
why
panniers.
did it go over?
Oh, rear shock had gone.
So what's your worst moment on the GS then?
I visited my sister once.
Well, I don't think she'd appreciate that being the worst moment.
Well, obviously I had my first
so it wasn't visiting your
water
sister
cooled
that was
GS, which was the green
right,
coloured one.
Yeah.
And
that was your third GS, or second or third?
that's about the second, wasn't
Your
it?
first liquid cool.
Yeah, something like that. Second GS,
That was
wasn't
at
it?
least 2 years ago.
Yeah. And I went and visited my sister. She lives on a farm, and she's got a track down to a farm that's quite long. And I got down okay. I stood up and went down. I thought, oh, this is great. So I went down, had a cup of tea with and a sandwich. And when I come back to leave, I come up down the track, and I don't know what happened, but I drove in the middle of the track, and there was a build-up of mud, and the bike went. And of course, with it being quite touchy on the
Electronic throttle.
it launched me straight through the edge and went down a water ditch.
Instead of going that way, it went that way.
And I was down like about 4 foot down in a water ditch, covered in cow muck and everything. And the trees had gone past me, knocked me off my bike. And then
Your bike was only about 3 weeks old.
yeah, I managed to get up onto the track, and I looked down and said, what am I going to do now? My bike's down there. I'm going to have to call BMW. They're going to have to come and try and pull it out the ditch and everything. And so I walked back up to my sister, and she found her husband, who was a farmer, and he was out on the fields, and he brought 3 or 4 other blokes back with him, and that was built like bruises. And I said, what am I going to do with my bike? And they said, don't worry. And they got in the ditch and just picked the bike up. They picked it up and put it back on the track. And I, right, okay, thanks. And I said, well, I'll be off then. And I drove my bike out. And as I went down the road to come home, all the mud was flying off my bike. And I thought, I've got to get home and see what the damage is. And all I'd done was scratch the cylinder head, because there was an house brick in the mud, and it scratched it. And that's all I did to the bike. I washed it all off, but it was obviously my pride had been damaged because I'd gone in this water ditch, and, you know, and so that was a bit embarrassing. But
Do you remember the time that we were in Czechoslovakia and I pulled into the lay-by and I forgot to put the side stand down? And I literally got off the bike and like, what's he doing down there?
Yeah, we've all done that one.
I've not done it on the GS, it was my first bike when I was on like...
Jeremy.
No, that wasn't me forgetting to put the side stand
No, that's true.
down.
That was you
That's
forgetting
one of my
to
worst
get
points. That's me
Go on.
forgetting that I can't actually just balance on a stationary bike on the pegs for terribly long. When he stopped waiting for traffic, at a certain point, you're just going to fall over.
And I'm watching it on the rearview mirror and thinking, what is he doing?
Basically, we were pulling out of the garage and Phil stopped for traffic, which I hadn't imagined. I was just stretching my legs.
yeah,
Rather than just dropping to the sea, putting your feet in it, and I just thought, I could hold it up.
Hero man.
No, I couldn't. I gave it a good go, but...
and I think this is another good thing for the GS or GS Adventure, is that we have these little accidents, but they are built like a brick, aren't they? You know what I mean? They are so robust.
Brushed it off.
So, Paul, how good's your Fireblade at accidents?
Not very good at all. It's got loads of plastic on it.
How much did your last one cost you? And that was at the end of your road at 5 miles an hour, wasn't it?
It was literally about 15 yards away from my house. In fact, if I'd rolled over 3 times, I'd have been in my own gallop.
Were you coming home or leaving?
I was leaving, so I probably travelled maybe 15-20 yards. Just a little bit too much gas.
Oh dear.
Gone.
Yeah.
So, new fairing, new...
This is the thing, it's just
3 weeks off work, broken wrist, milked it for all it was worth.
Well, the doctor said 6 weeks.
The doctor's a liar. The doctor's in your pocket.
Yeah, so it's fairing, handlebar, mirror.
yeah. They don't.
How much does it cost you in total?
They don't fare well.
As an estimate.
Yeah, probably about 40 quid.
400 quid, blimey.
For 5, maybe 10 mile an hour.
The shag weaver.
Oh, I do like a shag weaver.
There we
They
go.
are, mate. Thatchers.
Please.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Bit of a Viz moment there, sorry.
And I have run out of Peroni glass. These are Peroni.
No, that's right, we believe you.
There we are. Not just short changes here.
There you go.
For you, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't let him have another one.
Did you order a...
But you get the nice branded glass.
You're in there, Scott.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, it's straight. Yeah. Are we all in store here as well? Yes, lovely. What would you like?
So, gents, any last minute thoughts on the...
Thoughts? Yeah, fantastic day yesterday, good fun.
We need to do more of this.
Yeah, just goes to show how capable the bikes are. Shame about the rider in my case, but the bike's fantastic.
Enjoy the camping, Paul?
Yeah, it was alright actually. Haven't been camping for about 15 years, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh, there we go. He's got his Marmite, bless him.
No, you really are living the dream.
Cheers, gents. Good weekend.
Very good.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Live to another.
Absolutely.
That's not going in the video. That's not going in the video.
Not going in the video.
Doesn't get on the back of my bike.
No.
But the